Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be discussing about SAW Polymers IPO, its important IPO details, financial details and company details. So let us start with the basic company profile. The company was founded in 1992 and the main business of the company is it offers customized bulk packaging solutions to B2B manufacturers catering to different industries such as agro pesticides industry, basic drug industry, cement industry, chemical industry, fertilizer industry, for food products industry, textile industry, ceramic industry, and steel industry. So now let us now see the main products that the company sells. It is mainly engaged in manufacturing, selling of the below products, the FIBC bags, the woven polymer, woven sacks, PP woven fabrics. SAW Polymers Limited have two business divisions in which they will be selling their products. The first division is domestic sales and the second one is exports. So the company has a presence in 6 states and one union territory for the domestic market and 6 regions internationally in 6 regions such as Africa, the Middle East, Europe, USA, Australia and the Caribbean. So let us discuss the objectives of the issue that the company has stated for getting into IPO. The company proposes to utilize the net proceeds towards funding of the following objectives. The first objective is to setting up of new manufacturing facility to manufacture new variant of flexible intermediate bulk containers or FIBC. The second objective is to repayment or prepayment of certain secured and unsecured borrowings in full or part availed by the company and the subsidiary company. The third objective is funding the working capital requirements of the company, and the last one is the general corporate purposes. So let us discuss the IPO details of SA Polymers Limited. The IPO is happening around 30th December to Jan 4th, and the face value of each share is around 10 rupees, and the price of each share is around 61 rupees to 65 rupees per share. Each lot has around 230 shares, and the issue size is around 1 crore shares. And the listing is happening both at BSE and NSE exchanges. And in case of high net worth individuals, the shares offered are not more than 15% of the issue. And in case of retail investors, the issue is not more than 10% of the issue. SAT Industries is a company promoter. Let us see some of the important dates for the IPO. 30th December, as discussed, is the opening date, and the closing date for the IPO is around 4th of Jan. The allotment will be happening on 9th of Jan, and the initiation of refunds, if it is not allotted, it is around 10th of Jan. The crediting of shares to demat account and the listing date is both on 11th of Jan. So let us see the maximum minimum lots that retail investor or a high net worth individual can apply. So the minimum for a real retail investor is around one lot, and for the maximum is around 13 lots. For a high net worth individual, the minimum lots are around 14, and the maximum is around 67. The promoter holding pre and post the issue is around 160%. So after the IPO, they will be holding around 60.46% of the company. So let's see the SAW Polymers financials for each year from 2020 to 2022. So if you can see, so the total assets have been increasing year on year, and the total revenue has also been increasing on year, and the profit is also increasing year on year. So it's a good sign. So if you see the total borrowing, it also has been increasing each year, but the total assets are greater than the total borrowing. So I think it's a good sign for SAW Polymers Limited. So let us do a peer-to-peer comparison of SAW Polymers Limited in the same industry. So in the table, some of the companies are Rishi Tech, Jumbo Bag, SMVD Polybag, EMBEI Industry. So the revenue is low compared to the other companies in the table of SAW Polymer, but the profit margin is high compared to all the other companies. As for 81 crores, if they are getting 4 crores profit, it's a good margin. The earnings per share is also seems to be good in case of all the companies present in the table, and the PE ratio is somewhat of high in the table. So let us conclude this video by checking the pros and cons. So before giving the conclusion, I'd like to say this is not an investment advice. Please, it should be used for only education purposes, and please consult your investment advisor before buying any stock. So in case of pros, I think it has good profit margins, good profit product portfolio, and it has a good customer base across geographies and industries. The cons are it is having a high PE ratio, and it's somewhat overvalued compared to the Ps. So I think it is better to wait and buy this company, as I think there are better companies in the same segment to buy.